Hello. How are you? Better? Yes? I like this better. Happy Wednesday. W-I-N-S Day. It is June 26th, 2024. It is now 12:53 p.m. I'm on lunch. I'm making a quick video. This is my little journey, y'all. So this was a 2-strand twist that I took out. I used to actually wear my hair like this when I was in my 20s and in my 30s. It's been a long time since I've done it. But I put some product on there. I like this. I like it better than the other one. Well, I like the other one too. Let me be fair. If I didn't have all that shrinkage thing going on, shrinkage action, the shrinkage is real. I'm waiting for my hair to grow so I can get the length I want, so I can get the bulk that I want. But I digress. It is a process. Learning how to embrace your natural hair. Y'all, I had edge control, had HAD. It was WAS, past tense, operative word. It was kind of slicked down when I first put it on, but, I haven't found the one that makes my hair obey. My hair just laughs at the one I've been using. Anyway, how's your day going? I hope your day's going well. For a long time, I have not listened to this radio broadcast, but I picked it back up this week. And it just so happens that I reached the tail end of one story and caught the beginning of another. So today's day 2 of this new book that's being read by this woman. She reads books by different Christian authors, books by people whose writings or books, whatever, have influenced and encouraged many. And I get that I have access to those readings through this radio station, BBN. And you can go if you want to listen. They have a website. And if you go into their options of different services or different programs that they have, there's one that's Christian Classics. It's a picture of a woman. I forgot her name, but you can actually see a week's worth. So it goes back. And it's only read Monday through Friday. So if you miss, more than a week, then you just have to pick up where you pick up. But all that to say, she's reading this book. It's called Statia's Gift. And today's day number 2. And just in these first couple of days, I'm being forced to reflect on how blessed I am. Honestly, my life has not been what I want it to be. I mean, whose life really has, right? In all areas. We can say in some areas, yes, but we can definitely all agree that our lives are not where we want them to be in all areas. But in this particular area that I'm thinking about and referring to, based on the reading of this book, I can see that I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be the mother of 2 strong, healthy, grown adult men. I had healthy pregnancies. And even though I had some challenges in my second pregnancy, I still produced a healthy child. And even though I had challenging experiences during the birthing process, which I was, asleep for both of them, the second one was very severe. I still came out okay, more than okay. I'm here, I'm functioning, I'm alive. So I'm blessed. This woman in the story that they're talking about, the narrator of the story is the woman in the book. She's the wife, and she's telling the story from her perspective. I don't want to give it away in case you want to listen to it or read it, but she's in the process at this point in the book of going for sonograms to check on the health of her baby, and finds out that her child has hydrocephaly, which means water on the brain. And while that can be a normal part of the developmental stages of a fetus, it's only supposed to happen for a certain window of time. And if it's prolonged or more severe even than what's normal, then it can mean retardation. And there's a scale, which is unpredictable, anywhere from mild developmental delay to severe mental retardation. And based on what the doctor tells her, you only know where your child falls within that scale after the child is born. This is where they are in this book. And while I'm listening to the narrator read, the woman who's on BBN, listening to her read, again, I'm forced to reflect on the blessings of God. So I said all of that to say we can all attest to the fact that life has not brought us what we wanted it to bring us. We had certain milestones in place in our minds and said, I'll do this, or I'll achieve that, or I'll receive this, by a certain point in my life. And then we've reached those points in our lives, but maybe didn't reach those goals we had set, right? So what I want to say to you today is count your blessings. Even in those times when we don't get what we want, when we want it, or even at all, God is intentional and he has a plan and he's sovereign, which means he can do what he wants to do, and he allows certain things or doesn't allow other things because he's got a plan. He's got a goal in mind. He's working on something. And sometimes we just don't understand it. We don't like it. We don't want it the way that he's presenting it. But if we just learn how to trust him, I'm working on that. Learn how to trust him. He's going to work it out. Recently, I'll share this tidbit and then I'll get off of here. Recently, someone who I would count as a trusted prophetic voice, this person doesn't carry the title of prophet, and this person is younger than me, but it doesn't matter because there's no age in the spirit. But this trusted prophetic voice said something to me a little over a week ago. Actually, today makes a week. And what this person said was, God saying, will you trust me? He just kept saying, I keep hearing, will you trust me? And then the next thing was, have I ever failed you before? Why would I start now? And if you look up Merriam-Webster's definition of trust, you know what trust means. But if you go to the Bible and you do your research and your study and you review the description of what the Lord means when he says trust, because that's the only true way to know what he was saying, then you get a full understanding of what he's saying. I love the Message translation of Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, because there's a segment where it says, do not, and I'm paraphrasing it, do not act because you've made up your mind what you're going to do. And you just think about that. It's like, it brings a deeper level of understanding and interpretation, proper interpretation. But me going back to this word, in my brain, I trust God, right? But there are questions that I have. And I'm not really nosy about other people's stuff. Like, I'm the kind of person, if you want me to know something, I feel like you will tell me. And if you don't tell me, then I may not ask you. Just because I'm about respecting somebody's privacy and boundaries, right? But when it comes to my life, I'm different. Like, I have questions. I want to know who, what, when, where, why, how. And then again, who, what, when, where, why, and how. And I could ask that question for each of those questions. That's complicated, but that's how my brain is. And I'm technical in that way. So the message from the Lord is to trust him, right? So I'm asking the Lord to help me to trust him. Not the way that Merriam-Webster says to trust, but the way that the description in the Bible says to trust. So I just wanted to share that. So I hope that you are on your journey of trusting and growing in that trust and being thankful, being grateful. Thanking God for what you have. Thanking God for the doors that opened and for the ones that closed. Because ultimately, He's working on something. All right. That's my video for today. Happy Wednesday. Have a great week. And y'all, my birthday's coming. It's coming. It's going to be in a few days. Anyway, have a great day. Talk soon, okay? Take care. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.